Okay, welcome to today's video. And today's video I'm going to be talking about how to develop emotional intelligence. So enjoy. Okay, I'm sat in front of mine and my wife's house. I have the pussycat princess that's on my knee at the moment. And I thought today I would share about emotional intelligence. And I invite, before we begin, is just to stop and breathe. And this is a really good way of just developing emotional intelligence. So just breathing in and breathing out again. Relaxing your shoulders, breathing in and breathing out again. Just relaxing the whole body, breathing in and breathing out again. And just closing your eyes and just feeling the physical sensation of the body sitting here. Listening to this. Judgment-free awareness. How does it feel? Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, just very gradually opening your eyes while still anchoring in that feeling. So, in my own life, I have been asked questions or just been noticing people around me talking about struggling to feel. And this is something that, I can totally relate to. In my teens, my early 20s, I not only struggled to feel, but I was, emotionally shut down. I remember my father's funeral. My sister, we were meant to perform a song, and my sister really struggled to do it because she was crying, she was upset. And whereas I'd learnt to just suppress my feelings, and I found it very easy, I'd just sing a song, no problems, my father's funeral, but, get on and be that, emotionally cold on one level. And yet, certainly in the West, it's seen as a good thing. It's like, oh yeah, you can be in control of your emotions. And I personally don't feel that. I personally don't feel that I was emotionally intelligent. And it was only really when I started to go into my stuff and allowed tears to come up to see how I was working with my dreams, with Jungian analysts. It was like, wow. I started to really connect to my emotions. And it was extremely painful because I had just not gone there for so long. And the way I see emotions is, it's like in the West, a lot of us have these dams. We've dammed up these emotions and gradually it's got bigger and bigger. And there's this huge amount of water behind this dam, and we're frightened of letting it out. Because of the destruction we feel that it will kind of give in our life. And in my own life, I had to just let it out little bit by little bit, by little bit, by little bit. And yet what I found was that because after a period of time I'd let out this dam, when stuff came up, I'd feel anger, I would feel tears, but then it wouldn't stay there. It wouldn't feel like, oh yeah, I just couldn't go there because it was so painful. So it took time. So in order to develop emotional intelligence, in my own experiences, it takes time, patience, love. That it's a case of that exercise we've just done in the beginning, just a case of just feeling, stopping. How do I feel? How does the body feel? And as soon as we say that, how do I feel? We go into our mind. Oh, I feel sad. Oh, I'm not sure what I feel. And we're not meant to label it. It's just, what do I feel? Physical sensations. And a lot of the times it's such a delicate, gentle sensation that it's difficult to put a label on, oh, this is what I'm feeling. And yet I'm really aware of my feelings in most moments in the day. Just, oh yeah, I felt a bit scared before doing this film. A bit of resistance. It's like, breathing, feeling. So one of the ways is just stopping. Another way is just breathing. Breathing with whatever you're feeling. You know, I feel this. And the way I like to do it for myself is I plant a staff in one hand, shield in the other, and I really focus on a point. You know, imaginary staff, imaginary shield, focus on a point on the wall, and I just feel. You know, because my mind wants to go, no, I don't want to look at this. No, I can't deal with this. It's like, no, it's just going to feel this. Feel whatever it is. Bubbling up, it's like, I can feel it. And we want to label and say, why am I crying? And it's like, I don't know. And it's okay. And we let the river flow again. We let it go. We've no idea. Maybe we had a dream from last night. Maybe someone said something. Maybe we did something. But it's left our consciousness, but unconsciously we're still storing it in the body. So by breathing, focusing on a point, allowing ourselves to feel this, letting the tears go, we just let the dam open just a little bit. And we just let the emotion flow. And when the labeling comes in, it's like just letting it go. Like our meditation practice, we just let that go. So just breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. And if we can do that, if we can just feel and not beat ourselves up. I remember when I started to cry in my 20s. I'd not cried for years. And I just imagined this father, which I never had, holding me and just saying the words as I was crying. Imagine I was the little boy just going, it's okay, Piers. So it's like having that safe container around me just to go, it's okay to cry, and having that, aspect of me protecting Piers, the tearful Piers. And why we develop emotional intelligence? It's like as I cry there, it's like I feel lighter again. I don't know why I was crying. It's like it's my lifeblood. It's an aspect of me. And when I let it flow out, then the joy, the happiness, the laughter can flow back in. And it's like this constant fluid flowing motion. And what I recommend is you practice this. To become emotionally intelligent, it's to practice this every day. Just as you study every day at school. To cultivate the mental side, you train every day to become physically strong. You go to church in order to connect with your spiritual. But how often do we really develop our emotional intelligence? And I would suggest rarely. So this practice daily, just stopping for a few moments. How do I feel? And whatever you feel is okay. You're an amazing being, a wonderful being. And yes, thank you for your patience. and your love. And may you be well. And yeah, thank you.